I'm Jordan Winter, and you're watching Lawrence Times TV. Tonight, we're here at Climb Lawrence, checking out the Women on the Wall event. So tell me more about how you got into rock climbing.
So I was introduced to rock climbing by my boyfriend about almost 2 years ago. And at first I was kind of intimidated, but after a while I started to kind of do it more on my own because it's kind of a physical and a mental activity, so I kind of enjoyed it more than other forms of exercise I had tried.
What are some of the big tips that you would give people that are first trying to get into rock climbing?
I think my biggest tip would be to try not to be intimidated, because at first it can seem kind of scary, but I think climbers are really, really nice people and they're really open and accepting, and they love to help new people. So if you can kind of talk to other people at the gym or wherever you're climbing, I think that really helps get comfortable with the sport.
And what's the importance of getting more women into rock climbing?
Getting more women into rock climbing is really important for kind of climbing culture in general, because sometimes it can become kind of male dominated and it can be kind of scary to get into it as a woman. So I think building communities like Women on the Wall is really important for making it more accessible to kind of all kinds of people.
What are some of the biggest benefits of rock climbing as a hobby?
Well, I find that it's like a nice kind of healthy escape. You know, when you're climbing, especially when you're high up, you're doing something hard, you have to focus. You don't really have the space to like be thinking of, you know, your day-to-day worries, and all of the stress of the day just melts away. And
for me, I really enjoy the mental component of it. It's a great kind of like creative outlet. It's also a great way of problem solving and kind of keeping my brain sharp in a way that isn't how I do in like my day-to-day life. I also love the community aspect. It's a great way to hang out with my friends and get to know more people.
What are some of the tips that you would give people that are first trying to get into rock climbing, especially women?
Trust your feet. You can go up a lot more stairs than you can pull-ups, so your feet are super important. But I think in terms of climbing as someone who is female or female identifying, know that you're allowed to take up space. You deserve to be on the wall just as much as the 6-foot-tall dude who's next to you. Doesn't matter like what you're climbing, what grade you're on, you deserve to be here. Don't be afraid of taking up that space, and don't be afraid of asking for help and get to know other folks in the community too.
I'm Jordan Winter, and you've been watching Lawrence Times TV, and we'll see you on the wall. This episode is sponsored by the Cider Gallery, offering full-service archival framing. Learn more at cidergallery.com. And Vibrolux Media, helping your business to create inspired brand strategies.